Like your head's cut off?
Yep, we're live.
Hi
everybody.
Welcome. We're happy to be here. It's a Tuesday in Indiana and it's beautiful out.
It is beautiful.
We're thankful to be here.
And here we are. That was fast.
Yeah.
We have not had an issue
Hey,
free.
and it didn't come up so you could hear it. I actually had the volume turned down.
I know.
We haven't had an issue free day for a long time.
It's only taken us a year and a half to get this
No, a long
to where. So those of you
Although we better
starting out,
stop because I know I've seen a few people recently that have done a Facebook Live and they've had major issues once it's been going.
Uh-oh.
well,
Like they've had to stop.
yeah, just so you know, if you're starting this new, don't think it's a one and you master it. Because if you do, we want to know how. Because it's taken us a while and we're still slowly working our way through this.
Yeah,
So-
it's true.
We have some things to show you from the new catalog. We have events coming up, or we've had events, and we kind of want to show you a little bit about what you're doing. But the highlight of our day is Tanya's been trucking.
Breaker, breaker, 1-9. Got your ears on. Oh, I've always wanted to do that.
You should get a CB. Is that a CB? CB?
CB radio. Radio.
We have not
I
had
just go south.
We've had not excessive amounts of sugar today, and not even excessive amounts of caffeine. We've had excessive amounts of carbonation,
Fizzy water.
homemade fizzy water,
It's been fabulous.
and lots of
It tastes like cotton candy.
this new mix from Costco that's like addictive. And then we've mixed it thanks to Shannon West because it's her fault. Just blame Shannon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's called honey mustard.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It is so good.
And Shannon had me buy like movie candy, and she wanted the little pretzels, and then I saw this stuff, and I'm like, we'll try this. And you mix this with some movie candy, and we're like healthy eaters normally. But then we had this
Nope, not
mix in
today.
some movie candy,
it's
and Shannon
so
had us
good.
put it in the striped bags, and we've since done it at some of our events. It's fabulous, and it's addicting, and it's not low-cal, but it makes your day fun.
It does, and it really amps you up a little bit.
So Tanya's going to tell us a little bit about the trucks that she's made. I have a project, and Sherry has a project to show you. So
Hi, Fran.
tell us all about your trucks.
Okay. Well, I kind of fell in love with these trucks when I first saw the catalog online. I just thought, oh my goodness, they're really super cute.
What's it called? What's this set called?
It's actually called Ride With Me.
Okay.
Isn't there a song, like a country song?
Probably.
Because I feel like
Ride with me.
Yeah.
Ride with me. I don't know.
it is. It's that
I don't
one.
Is it that one? I don't know.
Oh, holy
It's like
smokes.
somebody from American Idol.
Well, so this set is in the new catalog, and Stamp It Up has a little video that gives you a little bit of fun details.
Who is the gal that does it?
But she did a good job with
Yeah,
it.
it was really
It's a
good.
real short little video, but Tanya has a little bit more detail to show you.
So anyway, these are, I did watch the video because honestly, you kind of get it and you cut it and you're like, wonder what I do with this. So you can kind of see what she...
Hey, it looks like the Star Trek Enterprise. Hold it back up.
Oh, it does.
It does look like the Star Trek Enterprise. The flattened version.
We're crazy. Okay, so, but I do want to tell you, sometimes when we get these boxes and things, they're complicated or they're hard to glue together, or they're la 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 la. This is not. This is really super, super easy. So this is how it comes out, and then this is how I used, what is the one that has the crown? Right here. Wish for It All bundle. I used the little flower, there's a little flower in there, and I actually stamped, I've always wanted to have like if I could have a hot rod, it would have flowers and it would be turquoise, I'm just saying, with iridescent paint. It's kind of what I made right here.
Page
It's
55
kinda like
in
a-
the catalog.
It's
So
kind of like you made a VW.
Yes, truck. It's like the vintage red truck that's like the country truck, but it's, I don't know, I love it.
it's a
Okay,
cute
so-
stamp set, even when you don't get the framelits, though. It's got some really cute
yeah.
things in the set. So if you're not into the framelits or you don't have a big shot, it's an adorable set.
Yeah, I haven't played with the stamp set just as a stamp set yet.
In Australia, they call it a combi van. A combi.
A combi.
You find them at the beach. And it looks just like that.
Yeah.
That color and everything.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
Okay, I'm going to go in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. There are lots of score lines, and I'm just going to, I use the bone folder to fold it in. And I actually use the Wink Estella on it to kind of give it some shimmer. I notice it's coming off on all my fingers. On my face. Oh, you didn't see that. But I decided
you could maybe
that...
do it after you folded it.
What, the Wink Estella?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, okay. Here's the thing. When I first started putting them together, I did not do my stamping, and so I was like this. Don't do that. I mean, you can do that with the Wink Estella, but I highly suggest that you stamp it first. Okay, so then you have, it has tabs on it. Can you see? And I cannot think of the gal's name. She's blonde. She's real cute at Stampin' Up that did the video. She was really good.
She did a really
I
good
can't
job.
think of what her name is. Sorry. But anyway, she suggested, they suggested using the green Tombow glue. And I don't like that glue. I hate getting it all over my fingers. So I tried it with the terrible Terran tape. And I didn't like it. I mean, it just takes too long to do it. And so I got my glue. And if you take... and you just put a little dab here, a little dab here, and you can do one side at a time. I found that, and you just hold it for a second, and then hold it like that for just a second. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to get my hand out of the way. Oh goodness. And so you can do this side.
And so these have sat here for a while and not popped apart.
Yeah, I mean, you just need a little tiny bit.
Okay, that's
And
great.
so then, you're going to just do the same thing. I kind of even found you don't really need glue on these tabs, like at the back, but then I just do one of these sides at a time. Oops. And, the only reason I say I don't like this glue is not because it doesn't work or anything. It's just I don't like this sticky on my hands all the time.
It's like being back in elementary school where you
Little
have
bit.
to
You
peel it off
like the
your
Elmer's
fingers.
glue.
A little bit. And
Although
so it's
in
just kind of
elementary
rough.
school we did that on purpose.
I know. Right now, no, thank you.
I don't think I ever did that.
Mhm.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
It gave you something
Did
better
I?
to do later in the
Oh, yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah. Or you
I
put
mean-
it on your pencil so it would peel off or something random.
Here it is.
I like it
I don't
that
think
you
I
guys
ever
don't-
did that.
I like it that you guys don't know who really is talking, so you can't see what we're saying because it's focused. Oh, stop.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay, so then that's it. I mean, it's
It's
I got it.
adorable.
So cute.
Well, this one came out. But actually, the two-way glue, it also is movable so that, like, you can actually...
You can kind of adjust
Yeah, you can adjust it, and if it comes apart, then you can kind of press it back down. But voila, voila.
And then it has
So
little
cute.
accessories for the wheels and the...
Okay, these little wheels are just so cute. I
Right.
just...
Go back.
Okay. These little wheels. And then what I did is I stamped the windows. There's one goes one way and one goes the other way. So anyway, you can put these on, and I wanted them on my side of my windows, but I just used little, I couldn't figure out in the picture like how they got this black around the edge of the wheel. So what I figured out is they stamped it, or this is how I did it. I stamped it and then I cut it out, but I took the black ink and my black
Blend.
yeah, my black blend, and I went around the edge, and then so that was my black edge. But you might want to, with all the new dies, they do cut really, really close. So sometimes it's a little hard to get it cut out perfectly. So you could cut this one out. I think I mean, it would be easy to take and cut them out with the die and then stamp them. And you just take a little bit of the adhesive on your stamparatus and then stamp them. That would be, if you are OCD about the wheels being perfectly in the center, which I am not. So
It's a jalopy.
a jalopy.
It's a jalopy stamp.
Yeah,
I like
a jalopy. That's it.
So I thought, just from seeing them in the catalog, that this was like deeper in the
I
bed
did
of
too.
the
I
truck.
thought you could put things
Yeah.
in it, but Rika did things on it. Like I plan on putting. I think kisses would be cute.
Yeah,
in
that's what I
that.
was going to
There's
say.
all kinds of
you
things
could put a candy bar.
And it's
I kind
also
of
embossed. Like this is embossed with
Yes, it's got
texture.
some texture on it.
Oh, I thought you did that. So it does that when you run it through the dye?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Why am I not in the right? There we go. It's over this way.
Yeah, mine's not. There we go.
So.
Oh, yeah, now I see it on the die.
But I think that if you wanted to put something in it, you could maybe take one of, I wonder if any of our rectangle, whoops. There we go.
Oh, yeah, it might work.
Like if you cut a hole in it before you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You could set something down in the
Yeah,
hole.
set something in it.
So anyway, I made
So cute.
a whole
Yeah,
little.
they're really
Look how many.
cute. She made a
But you
ton
could even
of
make,
them.
Like you could do a chain. Oh, there you go.
I can see somebody.
I agree with you.
Some
on
ears.
I agree
stage.
with you.
We could have truck ears. No, that's right. We're a little.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
the
we've
sugar.
had a little too much
Yes, the
sugar.
So cute.
Okay.
Just to.
And so then if you do, we talked about how to get these on the other side.
Did you?
Oh no, I didn't
yeah.
talk about that. Oh, okay, so I had all my stuff all over the thing, and I had these little guys laying down, and I'm like, they look like a hubcap. So I took one of these little guys, and I wanted the silver ones, so they fit perfectly inside the wheel.
That's so cute.
And, you know, if I were picking and designing my car, this is what it would look like.
For
It would have balloons, flowers, and hubcaps. So, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, now me. So for what, you know, we all get our first pre-order, which we're also excited about. And then, you know, even though we haven't even played with everything that came out of that,
We have to order everything out of the
our
catalog.
next order. So even though I'm not finished playing with my pre-order, for my next order, I started with A Friend Like You. And it comes with, like when I look at this stuff, I mainly look at the dies.
Oh,
And then I go back and I look at the stamp set, and then they get me with this extra 10% because I'm like, yeah, the stamp set doesn't really do anything for me, but I like the dies, but I'm going to save 10%. So I get the stamp set. So this is the Friend Like You bundle, and then I used this one. I really like the one that has just the 2 palm trees, and that's what I was going to do when I did this card, but it didn't work, so I switched it up. So I took a piece of shimmer white cardstock, and then I took the little squiggly, which is this piece, out of it. Now you could use a couple of these as backgrounds and the words like on other stamp sets as well. Because the dies, you just get 3 background pieces and then the 2 little dragonflies. Like that's all the dies that there are. And then the new pigment powders, which are fabulous. So I liked the Brush-Os because earth tones are my colors. But you know, we've had the Brush-O for a minute.
These are so
And
pretty.
so these are like the way the
focus on her.
the bottles of these are better
Oh.
than the Brush-O bottles. I like the way the tops are, but the fact that there are colors. So I used 4 of the colors. I'm not going to use Daffodil and Granny Apple, so they're still in the little box. But they have screw top lids. And I'm going to start with
I'm gonna pull
Bermuda Bay. And so then they've got little caps that pop on and
This
off,
is
so we
so
don't have
brilliant.
to use the push pins anymore. There are 3 holes, so you don't have to hardly just barely
cap.
tap it over. Like just one little tump.
Tump.
Yep.
A little tump.
Just one little
One
tump.
little tump with a pinky up.
Yep.
And for those of you trying to find it in the catalog, it's on page 124 in the catalog. The bundles, what we really like about the catalog is they've listed these bundles in the front, which makes it so much easier to find. But this is on page 124.
Sorry, guys.
Tanya Doodlin is watching. It just said
Well, hi,
on my
Doodle.
phone. And then this is the Gorgeous Grape. And again, you just barely touch it with your hands. Because see how I really touched that first one. So on the Brusho, because we had to make the holes with our push pin, sometimes you had to hit them really hard. So if you're, I used my Brusho a lot, so it's a new learning curve to not hit these hard. So now this is Melon Mambo.
It's so pretty.
If you guys have questions, please don't hesitate to ask now. We'll try to answer your questions in the middle. You don't have to wait till the end.
And I love that then the cap just goes back on it. And then this is Mango Melody. And look, it makes your hands nice and pretty.
Oh.
So when I was doing this at home, I found out that if you use the spatula end of the take your pick tool, then your hands don't get dirty doing this. But I didn't bring that with me today because we're at Tanya's house.
I have mine, but I just...
It's okay. So you just have this on here, and then I have my spritzer filled with water, and of course this is the favorite part of what we're going to do. So you just spritz, and I liked spritzing the direction so my dart goes dark to light. So I spray so dark goes to light. Oops.
Oh.
So I hope you can see that. And like one more. And then I also used my spatula tool to kind of like hold it down.
Here, here's my phone holder. Do you need a paper towel, or do you just...
Nope, I let it sit here for a second. I have a video that I posted on YouTube today that has the whole tutorial. Because I literally did this part, and then I went and did the rest of the card, and then I air dried it with the heat tool, and it was done.
That's so cool.
So you can't do it on regular cardstock. You need either watercolor or this is the shimmer, because it's too much water. So here's the finished card. Here.
That's gorgeous.
So there's a couple on there.
So if you were going to do that in an event, how long would it take for that to dry for your customers?
I think my whole video is like 22 minutes long, so and that's me talking and showing other cards.
Oh, so they could do that part
yeah,
at the
they'll do
beginning and then move on.
Yeah, because I mean I do it from start to finish in the video and it's dry.
Okay.
So,
You don't
yeah,
heat dry it, you
easily
just let it dry on its own?
I let it sit there for a second and then I heat dried the rest.
Finish it with the heat gun.
It's really pretty.
Look how pretty this part is.
I know.
The strap. So
yeah.
if you do that on a large piece of
I think
watercolor,
that, yeah, if you did
like a pad
this
of
on another
watercolor?
piece of shimmer paper, then you could cut the shimmer paper
yeah,
down.
that'd
That would be pretty.
Yeah, so there's that.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really
Love
pretty.
it. Love
And
that.
I used the new shimmer embossing powder, the white, and it's got the Noble Peacock. And then I did this in the black foil.
Really pretty.
But those colors are just so different than the other Brusho because it was so, they were so earth toned. Which they were pretty.
Do you want to
But
show us
this
your other cards from camp?
Sure, these are two of the other projects that I did at my camp. This one I had already done, a very similar one when we had our event in April. But I had run out of that paper because we loved the paper that we used the first time. And so I had to
saw
use a
somebody
different...
had a dress with feathers like that.
Oh.
And it was really cute. I was like,
So this one uses the gray granite, and I used just a super light touch of the blends to color them in. So I kept it as light as I could. And there's that video is ready to go up on YouTube, so at some point this week it'll be up. And then this one is with just the magnolia dies, like there's no other punches, it's just the dies that come in the set, trying to get in the frame. And then it's the designer series paper, and it's one piece of paper because everybody at camp was like, I'm missing a piece of paper. But this is just, we just cut a little strip here and flipped it around, and then I had a teeny bit of dyed ribbon and I wanted it on there, so we just cut a little bit of what I had left and then we tucked it in behind.
It's really
pretty.
cute.
Very pretty.
I love those note cards.
Yes,
They've done
beautiful.
some craft note cards and envelopes, and
Show the
there's
inside.
it's like a shimmery shimmery line around it, and then the envelopes even have a shimmery line. It's just really,
really
pretty.
Yeah, because I hated to cover the shimmer lineup, so I designed it so it all stuck inside of it.
Well, I have a couple of camp cards too. This is one that I'm going to do at camp. My camp's this week. Sherry's was last week. Again, we all do our businesses really differently. And the fun thing about this is I'm using the sail away paper, and then the it's a guy card, and then it just kind of like flaps over and tucks underneath. So I'm going to give you some word choices, because some people will want a Father's Day. Some will want to just say, great job, big guy. Whatever you need, you're going to have a choice of words. And then
I love this one.
I have a hard time with how much can you put on the front of a card. My friends don't, but this is my attempt at how much can you put on the front of a card. So I have my dyed ribbon. I have the new washi tape that makes the flowers with the cute little centers. We have a little bit of linen thread, a little bit of dyes, and I added some color and rolled a corner. But I really love this. This is washi tape, ladies.
It's so pretty.
It's just fabulous. So this is going to be one of my new friends, and of course we do love dyeing the ribbon. So this is a camp project.
That ribbon is really pretty. What color did you say you dyed it?
Blackberry. Yeah.
Yeah, the blackberry dye is one of the best, I think.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We wanted to show you this just because we thought it was super cute. This is the new little journals that are in the catalog, and we thought they were bigger. They're not that big. So compared to my card, they're a little bit wider than my card, but about the same height. But what we didn't get was when we looked at it in the catalog, first, this is embossed and you can't see it, but we're going to try to do some things with these. We'll be playing with these journals a little bit. But what I loved about it was the inside pages are actually done. There's perforation right here where you can tear them out, but there's words and designs in here. And you can't see, but this is like a wood grain back there. But it was just really pretty. And somehow in the catalog I missed, when I looked at it, I thought it was stamped, but it's like they had stamped it for a sample, but it's not. So it's really cute. So we'll be doing some stuff with that later. And then one of my camp projects, we're going to do some cow masking. I mean, everyone should know how to mask a cow. So what we're going to do is I took shimmer white paper and I stamped down my first cow, and I'm going to, this is the cute little cow set that is in the catalog. It's called Over the Moon.
Love it.
Yeah, it's adorable. Cute, super cute things that have been done with it. So what you're going to do is I've got my cow. Well, I've got one cow down.
I like the way that you have the little handle on your mask.
I do, because I needed to be able to hold on to it.
handle.
I did. And when I made the mask, I cut his ear off, but it doesn't seem to be noticeable when I do it. So,
is it on cardstock or typing paper?
Cardstock. I did it on cardstock, and I always cut a little bit inside the edge. So I put my cows in there, and then I have the words that say, party till the cows come home, which, oh my gosh, I had my 40th high school reunion this year, or last weekend, and there was party until the cows came home. So here are the cute little cows all snuggled up there together, and it's just really, it went together really cute. I took my blends and colored it, and then I did something different. I did out of my normal color zone with cows. So
Hi, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
this is the pretty peacock ribbon, and it's got two beautiful sides, and I wanted to use both. Here are the pretty peacock
These
rhinestones.
are gorgeous. Oh
And
my
they
goodness,
are
so pretty.
just, they take you to a happy place.
And they go really well with the pigment sprinkles.
They
Oh,
look
yeah,
like
no
Swarovski crystals.
So I use this peacock, the new foil papers, which are beautiful. And so here's my card.
I love it.
And
Let
these
me
are my
Get a
cows.
close up of that.
So I did it with the pretty peacock shimmer paper, the ribbon, and I tied the bow so you could get both sides. I've colored my cows. I've added the beautiful rhinestones. So
They're so cute.
we have elegant party cows.
Well, if you're gonna party till you come home, you might as well go dressed to kill.
Yeah,
That's
no
right.
kidding. So if you don't have any questions for us, next week we're going to be highlighting some more things. We have some events coming up we want to make sure we tell you a little bit about.
Yeah, because registration opens today for everybody. Because last week it was just for people that had been before. So Saturday, September 7th,
Demonstrators only.
demonstrators only. In Indianapolis is our demonstrator event, and it's all things holiday catalog.
Yeah.
By then, all this stuff will be old, so we'll be all ready to have new stuff.
I just can't imagine
Where's-
the truck is going to be old ever. I
Oh,
can't.
But how
No.
cute will it be with?
At Christmas!
Because it's got pumpkin stuff, so I'm
I-
sure
well,
that there'll
Oh
be
yeah, those
stuff
fall
to go
Hershey
with it,
Kisses
yeah.
in the back. Now look at Sherry's paper, how it's flattened
Yeah,
out.
and it's
even
almost
since-
already dry.
Yeah. So that didn't take very long at all.
No, and I love the way that I mean, that's really the
Oh my gosh, that
very
is
dry.
so pretty.
and the way this I want to do one that has all the squigglies on the whole thing, because look at the way that the
beautiful.
it
like,
holds
holds the
it,
color
It
in.
holds the color in, and
Yeah.
this looks like a sunset
Yeah.
almost.
It's
But
beautiful.
yeah, I mean, it's already dry. So just a way with the heat gun now, and it's fine for your people at camp. Because I don't know how long you talked making another card.
no,
Not
very
even
long.
making a card. So
Oh,
yeah.
I love
So
it.
again, don't hesitate to ask us questions. We'll post more information about our upcoming events at the bottom. Don't hesitate to ask us questions. Last time we handed out prizes for people as they registered. I don't know that we're going to do that this time, but you'll have to watch because we
Yep,
may
we
change our
might.
mind.
Yep.
Maybe we'll hand out candy. I mean, you know,
Maybe
We'll
we can
give
give
you
away.
some
Maybe
crack
we can give
mix.
away some of our cards.
It's crack mix, not snack mix.
So,
Oh,
but
my
we'll have at our event, we will have ideas for you for a fall class and a Christmas class and maybe a Thanksgiving class, and we'll do business tips and swapping and fabulous food, because we do food, so there'll be lunch provided, and it's in one of the prettiest neighborhoods
Hi,
in
Janet.
Indianapolis.
Mhm.
So if you're in Indy,
Jan is watching.
it'll be like I don't remember the time, like 10 to 4.
and I'll have some things from Greece because it won't be long
Yes.
before I set sail. They plan. I got my agenda last week, and I meant to bring it. It was sitting right there, and I just admired it and walked out the door. But it's a fabulous folder, and we have sessions where they're
Maybe
going
you
to
can
introduce.
bring it next week.
Yeah, they're going to have some make and takes where we'll get to see some new product and see how things are done. So we'll have some fantastic, fun things like that to share with you. But we're really excited about it. And we will be here again on Tuesday next week. We're going to try to be a little more consistent, but life happens when there are 3 of us. And so we're looking forward to seeing you next week.
If there's any of the bundles that like you see in the front of the catalog of this new one, and you're like, I'm not sure about that, then ask one of us if we have it. Because we have lots of stuff to pick from, and so if you are wondering what to do with something, then ask us, and that'll give us a challenge.
And we love a good stamping challenge.
That
We
we
love to be assigned something and create with it, because I've had a hard time with camp because there's just so much. I need to like take 2 things. And I haven't done a very good job with that. So I have 3 of my camp projects for this week. Maybe there's 4.
All I did this week was make trucks.
Well done. Well done.
on trucking.
We like
Keep on
it.
trucking. Yep. This is one of my July camp projects I decided yesterday. I'm just going to start my camp, and as I do them now, they're going in a bucket.
Oh, good
Because
idea.
it's summer, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to be
that's-
done.
Yep, it's beautiful.
All right. Again, thanks for joining us.
Bye guys,
Have
if
a
you
great
missed,
week.
if you got in on the last part of the video, go back and watch the replay, and you can see how Sherry did her beautiful
Yeah, it's beautiful.
thing and how we
Put
made
together
the trucks. And
How I make classy cows.
yeah, how she made
So you
them.
can party till you come home.
Have a great one. Thanks again
Yeah.
for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Bye guys.
Do you have any
Wait a minute.
criticism?
Oh, just touched your boob. I think we were recorded.
Okay.
We're recording. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, we're still on.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're fine.